keep you current on everything that's happening with California real estate and trying to become a broker or a real estate agent. So in California, the Department of Real Estate exam has been outdated, and they've thrown new questions in every so often, and they said that they updated the test. But I got to tell you, they're serious this time. They have been working since 2019 to update the exam, not just for the salespeople, but also for the brokers. So if you're taking those classes, so as a broker, you have 3 classes to become a sales agent, and to become a broker, you have to take 5 more classes. And if you want to get your broker's license in California, now's the time to do it because things are changing. And if you're getting your sales license and you've taken those 3 classes, hi there, how you doing, Roy? And if you're trying to get a license in any state, you want to look and see how often they update the exam. Because if you're studying those CompuTrainers with the old questions, they're going to change. So if you want to get your license and you've been thinking about it, why are you putting it off? Now, you may think, I don't want to be a real estate agent. I don't want to be a loan officer. Why would I get my real estate license? Well, I know a young lady who, you know what she did? You have your license in Arkansas. That's cool that you have it there. Do you have a broker's license in Arkansas? That's the next thing you want to do is get that broker's license. So if you've been thinking, why do I want a real estate license? Because if you want to represent yourself and you want to be educated enough to get yourself that best deal, it's a smart move to get your broker's license or your sales license. And the other thing that is happening is in some states, what they have is they don't have salespeople. They just have brokers. And I think that that's a little better for when you're negotiating for your client. Because think about it. If I work for ABC Real Estate, and ABC Real Estate says in my contract that I get 80% of everything I do, so they get 20% of everything I do, and they say, but they want a minimum of X amount. Well, if I have to make sure that I make a minimum of X amount, otherwise it comes out of my commission, wouldn't it be better if I was a broker and I didn't have to worry about that? So those of you who have your license, and in California you have to have your license for 2 years, or if you have a 4-year college degree with a major or minor in real estate, you can just take those 8 classes and you can become a broker. And we're here to help you. Our class starts tomorrow, Saturday morning at 8:30. It goes until 5 p.m. It goes again on Sunday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. And if you really want to make sure you pass, we review everything during the week, Monday through Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So we are probably the only school that hand carry you and make sure you know everything you need to know before you take any real estate exam. And I gotta say, depending on what state you're in, real property is real property and personal property is personal property. It's gonna be the same. So a lot of the stuff will be the same. We've had people from other states take our class and they pass their state's test. So all you have to do is read through and see if there's anything different on your materials. And we are like so ridiculously here to help you because people text us at all hours and they call us and we answer their questions. Our support is like no other. Right now during December, we're having study tool discount. I think it's 20% off. And then if you're a salesperson, I'm trying to make sure I get everything in. If you're a salesperson on anything, like Ellie here, she's a salesperson in Arkansas. If you want to step up to success, we did a class called Steps to Success. It was supposed to be 2 hours. I think it went 3. I talked about how to start a business, how to have a business plan, how to set your goals. I put everything in there of how to be successful in real estate, how to get free leads. And the class was only $25. And once it was $25, we said, okay, if you don't take it, it will be a video up on our website. Our website is called Pass, P-A-S-S, Pass with Sharon, that's me, .com. It's called passwithsharon.com, and the study tools are there, and the class is there that's called Steps to Success, and only for this month. You're in Atlanta? You spoke to me a while ago? That's so cool. Hey, there's Arlene. Arlene's my business partner. We're gonna figure out how we can get her on here with me at the same time, maybe do some fun videos. I don't know if I'm gonna decorate this backyard, but I am gonna decorate the front yard. And today I was starting to do glitter. glitter on my candy canes. So we'll take before and after pictures, and we'll take pictures of designing and doing our best to get Christmassy. But you really got to get in now, because when the test changes, they're going to be, so the rules and regulations don't change, but it's better if you know how the tests are worded and the questions are worded. So I'm going to come on with Arlene probably this evening on TikTok and maybe Instagram, and talk some more about different things that having to do with real estate. But we really want to help you pass your real estate exam. The other thing is, if you don't want your real estate license, like I said, and you're just going to buy your own house, or you need help buying your own home, or maybe something happened in your life that's pretty dramatic. So I gotta say, I'm an expert on divorce, and I hate to say this, and on death. Divorce and death, the 2 Ds. So, you know, a lot of people don't know what to do when death happens or when divorce happens. It's almost the same thing sometimes, because you're going through loss and grief, and you don't know who to talk to or what to do. And it does take a little bit of time. But through my studies of all the things that you have to know when somebody passes away, you can't just go in and clean out their house. You can't take anything out if they don't have a living trust. If they have a living trust, if they say John is supposed to get the gun collection and Blake is supposed to get, I don't know, the coin collection, then you can go in and take those things out. That's if you have a living trust. But if you don't have a living trust or a will, you have to go through probate in California. And a lot of other states have probate too. So when you go through probate, you can't take anything out, because what you have to do is you have to make a list of all the things they have and all the debt they have. And you have to take that to the probate court, and the judge is going to decide who gets paid. And so you want to be aware of what's going to happen when that happens. So you should have a will at the very least. What about divorce? What happens when you get divorced? A lot of people go, well, I'm just going to buy another property and move. Well, you really can't, because you have to find out what's going to happen in the divorce, who's going to get what, and who can afford to do what. And is he going to live in that house and you're going to try to buy another house? Can you buy another house when you have the debt on the other home? So we're here to answer all your questions. So we're not just an educator. Do you offer probate courses? We are going to start ordering. We're going to start doing them. I'm getting certified right now. So NAR has a certification, and I'm going to be doing that. And then once I get certified, I'm going to do that. But another thing that most people don't know, so this is kind of a video with everything on it to wake you guys up. I found this new top in my drawer, and I'm like, whoa, where'd I get that from? It's kind of pretty, huh? Anyway, so what ended up happening was I'm taking the probate class, but I forgot what I was going to tell you guys. I was going to tell you something. So whenever you guys put something on there, woohoo, you like the top? I think I like it better zipped a little down. Anyway, oh, this is what I was going to tell you. So yesterday I took a class. I got 2 new things. So all the time, I constantly take classes, and I want to share them with all the realtors out there and the people that are new. And so as of this year, at the end of the year, January 1st, I'm not president of my association anymore, but I will be an NAR director. That stands for National Association of Realtor Director. And being a director, I get to go to the meetings, and I know what's happening before other people that don't go to the meetings know what's happening. So 2 things I want to mention. Number 1, yesterday on the meeting, they talked about if you go to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac's website, go and research Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac's website. If you're a buyer or a seller and you want to know more about costs, they have something for buyers where you can go in there and you can learn every step of the way what to expect as you're buying a home. And you can reach out to a HUD counselor for free. Did I just say free? You can reach out to a HUD counselor for free. They could look at your situation, help you set up to buy a home. Now that's for any state, anywhere. HUD is a U.S. government thing. So what happens if your customer gets in trouble buying a house from a broker and the broker didn't explain anything? Here, let me tell you. The DRE, the Department of Real Estate under the state that you're at, your client, so she was asked if your client gets in trouble because you didn't know what you were doing, 1, your client can sue you. I have not been sued, because what you do is we have birds flying over because you should know what you're doing. So there's negligence, which is constructive fraud, and there's actual fraud. If you did actual fraud, it's worse than constructive fraud. But if you didn't know what you were doing, you should have talked to your broker. And if the broker didn't know what they were doing, what your client can do is actually go to the Department of Real Estate and complain. And that's not one of the good things that's out there. And when brokers break the law, she's asking me what happens when brokers break the law. You know, if they report it to the Department of Real Estate, what will happen is the Department of Real Estate will send it on over to the district attorney's office. This is actually on the real estate exam. And they'll send it over to the district attorney's office because the Department of Real Estate, the commissioner there, cannot put you in jail. They can take away your license. They could revoke your license. They can suspend your license. But if you did something that's illegal, they're going to pass it on over to the district attorney's office of the county that you live in. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go after you just like they'd go after you if you robbed a bank or if you did something illegal somewhere else. So the two things I wanted to say today was number one, well, actually three. Don't forget about our classes. Go to passwithsharon.com. Don't forget we have discounts on all of our tools at passwithsharon.com. And Steps to Success to help you be a better salesperson. It's on sale. We can't even give it away for that much. It's $25. It's going to help you be a better salesperson. So with all of that said, be in our class Saturday and Sunday. If you want to learn more about real estate, you can come back and join us absolutely free. Once you've paid for it once, you can come back up to 3 times. We'll help you get your real estate license. Depending on what state you're in, I can research and find out the other stuff that you need for other states. The other thing I wanted to mention really quick is I always tell real estate agents they should make a corporation. And then if they're not a broker, their office can pay them as a corporation. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know is what was coming up was it was going to be a federal law for you to go ahead and you had to say who owned the corporation, who is the benefactor of the corporation. And that was a law that they were going to pass that had to be done by December 31st. And I was all worried because I'm like, oh God, what do I have to find? What do I have to do? And Texas, thank you, Texas. Texas fought back and won. So it's not done, it's not gone, but it is pushing the date back. So if you didn't get your ducks in a row for January 1st for that law, if you own a corporation, you have more time, but not much more. We don't know how long that will last. So watch for us on TikTok and Instagram tonight. I'm going to get going. Got to take my mom to the hairdresser. Have an amazing weekend. Join our class if you want to learn more. We'll be here for you. Thanks.